Hi everyone, this is Ashish Kyal here. Welcome to Ashish Kyal Trading Gurukul learning series by wavesstrategy.com. And this webinar is Tuesday at 4. I'm doing it today because I was discussing with mentees yesterday night at 1 a.m. We were enjoying talking about markets, and they said, why not do an impromptu session? And I said that let's do that for every one of you who are here and would like to know more about it. So thanks to the mentees that I'm live right now. Wishing you all a very happy Republic Day, which is tomorrow, and I'm sure markets are keeping you on the edge. तो पक्की बात है कि मार्केट्स को देख के आप सोच रहे हैं कि इसे नीचे जाना है कि ऊपर जाना है, and looking at it, it's a very tricky movement that you might be witnessing, but predictable, yes. So Nifty movement and volatility has been very heavy. So I would say it is not easy trading it, but also if you can apply certain techniques, we are going to look at the lunar cycle, how to form option strategies for the budget day. We are also going to be looking at the path of Nifty can follow, looking at wave theory, and why timing the market is the key. So ये agenda है आज के webinar का. And then I'm live on Zoom. So if you are joining me on Zoom, I will be able to take questions from Zoom right now. People on YouTube, I love you guys. So why not you join me on Zoom and we will take those questions. So very quickly, market is doing a huge move on the either side. We have seen a collapse happening towards that 16,837 mark today, and then reversing back on the upside back towards that 17,290, 300 levels. It has been a huge volatile day, but it was exactly expected. अगर आप मेरा ट्विटर चेक कर रहे होंगे सुबह से अभी तक में मैंने काफी सारे चार्ट जो मैं स्टडी कर रहा हूँ, जो मैं रिसर्च कर रहा हूँ, I'm already tweeting it across. So the first thing I want to do is to share across various charts and explain them right now over here. Does it make sense to do that? I mean, why we are where we are right now? Okay, that is what we want to do. But uske pehle, let me also share across one more chart which is from the Master of Waves program, which is of Nifty. Let's just look at that first. What was the Nifty path we discussed during the program on Master of Waves? And ye jo humne kiya tha, this happened on 22nd. What was the day when we completed this program? Not 22nd, I'm so sorry, 15th and 16th of January. So 16th of January was the path that we discussed on the markets. Can you see that on your screen, everyone? दिख रहा है आपको? 16th of January was the path that we discussed on Nifty. Nifty was at this point of time, a push higher happened towards 18,350, a collapse from there. We went much lower from there. In fact, अगर आप देख रहे होगे यहाँ से जो कोलैप्स शुरू हुआ, यहाँ से हमने यहाँ तक टच कर लिया, and from there we are just bouncing back towards that 17,200 mark. So look at it. Isn't this amazing? Are there people from the Master of Waves program? I can see many of you are there from that program. Okay, I can see a huge yes on the Zoom platform. So people from the Master of Waves program, my mentees, do you remember this path that we discussed about? Pranita, you are doing exceptionally well. I can see your tweets. I've even answered many of the questions that you people have asked on the traders forum on wavestrategy.com. I've answered that. Kedil Gala is saying the path is in the blood. Okay, fantastic. Look at that, and it worked out like awesome. थोड़ा सा खाली चेंज ये हुआ कि ये पाथ ओवर द पीरियड ऑफ टाइम होना चाहिए था, बट ये पाथ इंस्टेंटेनियसली हो गया. पाथ तो फॉलो हुआ, टाइम इज ऑलवेज डायनेमिक, राइट? सो टाइम इंस्टेंटली नहीं हो, सॉरी, टाइम को थोड़ा फॉल शायद ब्रीफ होना चाहिए था, लेकिन ये इंस्टेंटली आके खत्म हो गया ऐसा अज्यूम कर रहे हैं. आज का मूव के बाद में ऐसा लग रहा है कि शायद खत्म हो गया, एज लॉन्ग एज 16,837 इज इंटैक्ट. नाउ इमेजिन, आई एम अगेन रिपीटिंग टू यू, जो पाथ आप देख रहे हो यहाँ पर, दिस वाज प्लॉटेड ड्यूरिंग द मास्टर ऑफ वेव्स session when we were at this point, which was 18,235, and look at that, it has worked out so damn well. ट्रेडेबल है नहीं है, सेटअप है नहीं है, वो सब सेकेंडरी, बट लुक एट द वेव थियरी, इट इज फैंटास्टिक, इट इज फिनोमिनल. तो यहाँ से वी वर डिस्कसिंग, एज आई सेड यस्टरडे ऑन द मेंटरशिप टेलीग्राम ग्रुप, कि यहाँ से अभी ओवरऑल एक्सपेक्टेशन क्या है, यहाँ से ऊपर जाएगा कि नीचे जाएगा, एंड कैसे ट्रेड लेना है इस चीज को. So I told them there is no reason for me not to believe into this path which is shown, which is as per the triangle pattern. Okay, so this is exactly the path जो हमने triangle pattern discuss किया था. So इसे reject करने के लिए निफ्टी को 16,400 ब्रेक करना होगा, जो कि अभी तक हुआ नहीं है. इमेजिन दैट हैज नॉट येट हैपेंड. तो अगर निफ्टी ने 16,400 ब्रेक नहीं किया है, यहाँ पर लो बनाया, नाउ दैट इज एन अज्यूम्ड लो, अभी तक फास्टर रिट्रेसमेंट भी नहीं हुआ है. अज्यूम किया कि 16,837 के आसपास लो बना, वहां से मूव शार्पली ऊपर आया. अभी इसको अगर हम टाइम के साथ कंबाइन करें, तो मैंने आज ही ट्वीट किया था दैट द in fact yesterday also that 2 p.m. was the final window and Nifty bounced back 150 points from there. Ideally वहां से ड्रॉप नहीं होना चाहिए था as per the cycle, but it happens during this kind of flags. Now post that आज ड्रॉप हुआ, यहाँ पर लो बना and reverse back. So the time was superb. In fact 17,200 का जो लेवल था, I even mentioned that, and because the time was convincing, it looked convincing that उसके ऊपर शायद क्लोज होगा आज. Market, given that the time and price action both convinced, so there is a possibility, not ruling that out right now, that D is possibly over and we can be headed for a consolidation. So let's go and first check different aspects. So काफी सारी चीजें I want to share it across with you all, and I'm really excited to do that. So let's take one step at a time. I'm going to open up my Twitter handle because वहां पे सब चार्ट्स मुझे एक साथ में मिल जाएंगे जो मैं आपको दिखाना चाहता हूं. तो यहाँ पर चलते हैं. Let me just share it across over here. I'm going to hide myself. And if you look at this, this is simply awesome, right? Firdaus made 10,000 today. Weber made 33,863 today. These are all mentees. We were discussing with mentees yesterday, as I said, and it is worthwhile. So it's brilliant to have each one of you in our Gurukul. You guys are doing simply fabulous, and it helps me to know that we are on the right path. So that's what I wanted to show. But उसके बाद में, this is something very important. क्या आप चार्ट देख पा रहे हैं यहाँ पर? Are you able to see this chart? I want an interactive session, guys. I just don't want to keep talking. मुझे चाहिए आप लोग interact करो. Post your queries, doubts, everything, so that I know you are there. Otherwise, I'm talking to just myself. ऐसा नहीं करना है. Okay? यहाँ पर अगर आप देखोगे, this is a super trend, this is the first thing that you should be knowing about it. Chaitanya, awesome. So यहाँ पर super trend has worked like magic. उसका क्या पैरामीटर है, कैसे ट्विक करना है, all of those things I'm not getting into that detail right now. लेकिन this is working like magic. During the uptrend, it continued to go. ये पोजिशनल ट्रेड के लिए, पोजिशनल ट्रेड के लिए. And now during the downtrend, this has continued to move over here. It has worked like super. तो इससे ये पता चलता है कि is there a significant movement opposite side पे, which will take out this super trend, and that really helps us to understand that the low is formed. So this will help in your wave counting. This will help you positionally to trade and keep riding the trend. For positional traders, intraday नहीं बोल रहा मैं, 2-3 दिन 4 दिन के ट्रेड होराइजन से अगर आप ट्रेड कर रहे हो. And this is the first thing that we do it in our mentorship program. The most important aspect that you can know about is where to place your stop loss and what is your risk. If you do not know what is your risk, you cannot trade the market. तो सबसे ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है, कल हम जो डिस्कस कर रहे थे टेलीग्राम ग्रुप पे, वही चीज था कि does the risk suffice to short now? Okay, because the stop loss as per the super trend, अगर आपने यहाँ शॉर्ट किया तो stop loss आप as per the super trend is going to be nearly around 400-500 points. Will you be able to sustain that stop loss? नहीं, which means there was no shorting opportunity today. Rather intraday पे 15 minutes पे, if you would have checked, there was a bottoming cycle which reversed back up. There was a head and shoulder inversal pattern which reversed back up, and 17,200 से 100 points मिलना easy था. So this is how you capture or catch reversals after you get some confirmations of price. Also along with that, you need to look at the OI data. So if you are able to see my screen here, let me just make it a little more बिगर। अगर आप देख पा रहे हैं यहाँ पर मैंने ओआई चार्ट, सो दिस आर ऑल अवेलेबल ऑन माय ट्विटर एंड आल्सो टेलीग्राम चैनल AK Trading Gurukul. My colleague will share across the link of both, so you guys can ensure that you don't miss out these things. अभी यहाँ पर मैंने ट्वीट किया एंड दीज आर ऑल ट्वीटेड ड्यूरिंग द मार्केट आवर्स। यहाँ पर मैंने मेंशन किया था दैट 17,000 पे एक्टिविटी वाज नॉट देयर अंटिल यस्टरडे, it happened only today, which means put seller again became active at 17,000, which is a good sign, and that's why it looked like that this fall will get halt now, given that the activity of put sellers over here. Also on the upside, 17,500 still looks like to be a very heavy OI buildup. Lekin positive part is there is no new addition happening there on the call side, which means there is a possibility this can be breached but not easily so far. So overall market में super bullish नहीं होना है. I think we might try and move in the form of a consolidation or a triangle pattern until the budget day happens. So this is how I think we can start moving now in a consolidation, and on the budget day possibly we will have some positive trend. इसके दो कारण है. पहला कारण जो मैंने आपको चार्ट दिखाया था निफ्टी के पाथ के हिसाब से, दिस इज हाउ इट शुड बिहेव. सो डी अभी ऑन गोइंग है, वो कंप्लीट होके वेव ई में पुल बैक आएगा एंड दिस कैन हैपन ऑन द बजट डे. why I have a conviction that this is a possibility on a budget day is basis of the fact of a lunar cycle. So अगर आपने देखा होगा lunar cycle के बारे में, क्या आपको पता है? solar cycle, lunar cycles, moon cycle that we talk about, or you think these are all alien things and ये सब खाली माल बेचने के लिए लोग डिस्कस करते हैं, ऐसा मार्केट में कुछ चलता नहीं है. you know, there are so many questions that might pop up in your mind. See guys, to be very honest, I'm not an astrologer. Okay, I've been following cycles since a decade now, and time is the essence in this kind of a market scenario. If you're not able to time the market, you cannot trade, that is for sure. So time is the essence, remember that very clearly. आपको ये चार्ट दिख रहा है निफ्टी पे? I'm going to hide across Ichimoku right now. I'm not going to use that. I'm going to look at moon phases. So यहाँ पर जाना है आपको, moon phases कर यहाँ पर आएगा, उसे प्लॉट करना है. क्लिक एंड प्लॉट इट. ओके, ये प्लॉट करने के बाद में प्रदीप, yes, it is a triangle. This is a triangle. And guys, by the way, we do have a master of waves का follow-up session pending, which we will do next week. The reason being आपके पास sufficient time होगा. I have also answered all the questions and charts posted today in the traders forum on wavesstrategy.com. वो मैंने answers किए, so check your counts, check your charts, post your comments there. So once you are comfortable, then we have a revision session on master of waves for an hour or so. So I'll be able to answer all your questions then. So हमारा session है, I know my commitment. So don't worry people, we will have that session next week. ये आया lunar cycle, and look at the way the moon is working is simply fabulous. मैं ये delete कर देता हूँ. It is simply superb. So I am not an astrologer. I am just knowing how the markets are behaving, looking at this. और मैंने last week भी webinar में explain किया था. यहाँ पर पूर्णिमा के बाद में रैली हुआ, okay, which changed something, and यहाँ पर post the full moon or Purnima, there is a very sharp decline, which shows that the relationship is somewhat different. Earlier, every time post full moon there was a rise, 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 which worked like magic. Only when the market topped out, post full moon we started seeing the fall, post full moon we started seeing the fall. This time post full moon there was a rise, but again after full moon we started seeing the fall. So it looks like that full moon पे tops majority of the time बन रहे and new moon पे lows बन रहा है. Okay, that is very prominent. कैसे यहाँ पर लो बना, market rallied, यहाँ पर लो बना, market rallied, यहाँ पर लो बना, market rallied. So ये काफी interesting है. So that is very, very good that you can clearly see it here. Now, when do you think is the low forming? When do you think is the low forming? Which date you think is Amavasya? Can you Google out? I have an app on which I check whether it's Purnima or Amavasya. Isn't that interesting? Lunar cycle. I'm talking about lunar cycle. These are moon phases for people who might not know. The Amavasya is happening on 1st of February, not 31st of Jan. It is 1st of February. So as per the calendar which I follow, 1st of February is Amavasya, which is a no moon, or you call it as a new moon. And that, if the cycles of moon is working well, what do you think will happen on 1st of, लेकिन event है तो थोड़ा सा carefully, cautiously. But what do you think will happen? देखते हैं वापस. This is new moon rally. छोटा ही rally, but rally for few days, at least for 4-5 days. New moon, 4-5 days of up move. New moon, 6-7 days of up move. And that new moon is happening on 1st of February, which is here. So looking at that new moon, looking at the wave pattern, सोचो ना, मैंने wave pattern plot किया था master of waves में time के साथ. So it means that with the onset of new moon, possibly we should see an upward thrust, which means budget में event तो आएगा, looks like, but keep in mind this is an assumption. This is purely an assumption. You should be trading purely only after understanding how the phenomenon of time works together with price action. It's very important. Okay. And mentees, we have a live trading session on Thursday morning from 10 to 1. So keep that in mind as well. Do not forget about it. We have a live trading session on Thursday morning where we'll discuss this in much detail, how to prepare yourself for the budget day. So this is what we want to do. So budget day pe new moon hai, Amavasya hai, and overall cycle since past 3-4 months is suggesting a upward thrust post the new moon. Okay, exactly on that day it's happening. See this candle, green candle. See this on the new moon. यहाँ पर से एक दिन बाद में sharp higher. See this green candle. So on that day or the very next day, this is working extremely well. See this also over here. So the new moon is working extremely well. That is how I am looking at it. Okay. This is suggesting that how will prices behave on the budget day. So अभी तक क्या किया हमने, यहाँ पर X था, we have marked it as wave A, marked it as wave B, wave C. D is still ongoing. I think D has not taken the required amount of time. Possibility क्या है? Maybe an upward thrust a bit, maybe, I don't know, maybe gap down, who knows, but some consolidation will happen. Volatility will subside, some consolidation. Once this happens, I think then the D should complete on the budget day, and then we should see the start of wave E for few days. Post this, the entire triangle pattern should complete. That's an assumption. So that is how it looks like. Okay, Nivedita is giving a classic timing. It's 11:30 a.m. on 1st of February. Thank you very much for that exact precise time for the new moon. So keep a watch on 11:30. Yeah, 1st of February, the budget, and the 11:30 is the time that Nivedita has given us. So keep a watch on that. Something might happen there. So very, very important how it is looking like. Is this a bullish triangle or those things? Let's take one step at a time, Pranita. I mean, पहले low तो बनने दो, फिर E आने दो. Let's see how deep it goes, and then we will get back to that. Okay. Strong bull run then? No, not necessarily. I think US market, Dow Jones have topped out for sure with a very high, no, let me not use those words of for surety. With very high predictability, it looks like US market has topped out because हमें fast retracement मिल चुका है. So it suggests that the market has already topped out. Chaitanya, yes, Glenn Ely has said that the break level on S&P yesterday, it has already breached, which means the top is formed, which means the pullback will be temporary, which indicates this E once it is over. Once the E is over, the move on the downside should start, which can be much bigger, sharper, faster. So that's how I'm looking at it. Okay. Bhavesh, I'll share it across on my Telegram channel, AK Trading Gurukul. I'll share the app name for the moon cycle that you can use. So that's how we are going to look at this entire thing. Also, very importantly, so budget pe kya hoga? Budget mein kya expectation hai? What do we want markets to do? And all of those things. So before going to budget, let me explain what should be the option strategy on a 15-minute chart. ठीक है, ये 15-minute chart है, that I'm going to hide across the moon cycle right now, and I'm going to clear off the screen. यहाँ पर जो भी पूरा fall था, this was the entire fall which came from the top here, and this looks like to be working extremely well. We had a time reversal zone which was here at this point, exactly वहीं से reverse हुआ, a temporary sharp sell off, just a temporary. So the cycle is still working well because ये sell off आके हम वापस से वही cycle के पास close हो चुके हैं, which indicates the cycle on the upside is working superb. Okay, and that's why after the price confirmation happened again above this, we got a good enough move back on the upside. So that's fair enough. But यहाँ super trend का setting है, वो cross करना जरूरी होगा. Otherwise, from 15-minute chart, it seems that this can be just the pullback can be just an X wave or an F wave of a diametric pattern which is going on right now. So this can be an F, this can be a wavy, and I'm not getting into the detail because people who are not part of Master of Waves might say, "यार ये क्या चल रहा है?" So just for people who want to know about it, so this can be a possibly a B, a C, a D here, which was there. This is an E. This is possibly an F, and we might have some kind of a pullback. Let's see how it goes. But overall, because अभी तक daily पे close नहीं मिला, so I think consolidation, buy on dips as of now or sell on rise. That's the strategy you need to follow for now. So इस तरीके से market behave होगा लगता है, and key level to watch on the upside is going to be 17,500 because that's where the open interest is high. That's where the previous low was on the upside, and today's spike low, which is 16,800, is going to be the key. So this is going to be the range of the market which I've just now drawn for you, and within this range you can do your option strategy very very clearly. ठीक है, तो ऑप्शन को बजट डे के हिसाब से कैसे पोजीशन करना है. Now, what we want to see is on a Thursday, are we attempting to even cross that 17,500? Yes or not? That we have to see on a Thursday, tomorrow being a holiday. If yes, then that would suggest a much bigger pullback. If no, if we are within this zone, then for the budget day, you need to pick up a strike, which is 16,500, and on the upside, you need to pick up 17,900 or 18,000. The reason I am saying a faraway strike on the upside is because the expectation is of a much bigger up move. Okay, so ये ट्रेड लेने के लिए स्ट्रैंगल फॉर्म करना होगा, स्ट्रैंगल फॉर्म करेंगे, लेकिन अगर जैसे आज ही एक जन ने ट्वीट किया कि स्ट्रैंगल फॉर्म में 1 लाख का नुकसान हो गया, मतलब बॉस मैंने नेक्स्ट डे एग्जिट कर दिया, तो 1 लाख का नुकसान कैसे होगा? क्योंकि अगर लेवल ब्रेक हो रहा है नीचे के साइड पे, यू नीड टू एग्जिट दैट स्ट्रैंगल विद अ प्रॉफिट. You cannot just keep holding it till expiry. Remember that when you are option trading, whether buying or selling, you need to ensure that you have to do that very very prudently, very prudently. So when we were talking yesterday night, I told same thing in our mentorship group also. Yesterday night, I think at 1 a.m. I talked to them. I told them that risk management is the most important thing you have to learn. कि स्टॉप लॉस कहाँ होगा? अगर स्टॉप लॉस ही नहीं मिल रहा है तो आप ट्रेड कैसे करोगे? बिकॉज रिस्क रिवॉर्ड नहीं मिलेगा, रिस्क रिवॉर्ड नहीं है तो टारगेट कैसे? सो दैट इज द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग दैट यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड. Okay, that's one. Next thing that you have to clearly understand that for the budget, to be prepared for the budget, you cannot select a strike price which is near. You need to have a far away strike price to eat that volatility that is ongoing. एंड अगर आपको डेल्टा ट्रेड करना है, डेल्टा ट्रेड का मतलब है डायरेक्शनल बेट लेना है, देन यू माइट वांट टू टेक इट ऑन द बजट डे. ओपनिंग आवर कैंडल देखना है, how the market progresses, basis of the time cycle and the lunar cycle, you have to take a directional bet. So I'm going to combine a very short 86 period time cycle plus lunar cycle, and that's how I'm going to do a trade on the budget day. So for the budget day, I think selling option should work well because volatility will subside. Okay, so that is how I'm going to do that. Any reaction I am anticipating for Fed decision tomorrow? I think it's going to be no event. Fed decision जो भी होगा, short term gap up gap down हो सकता है, but ultimately it's not going to result into any kind of an event. That is very important that you understand very clearly. Okay, 86 period cycle on a 15-minute. Yes Chaitanya, exactly. So हमने किया है ना mentorship में भी वो 86 period cycle on a 15 minutes time frame that we have applied, and it is working super. It is working simply fabulous. Okay, so let me now move ahead. Now, very interestingly, Bank Nifty is actually outperforming the broader market, and look at the fall that Bank Nifty had was simply nothing compared to what Nifty had. Look at this. So Bank Nifty is definitely an outperformer. Look at the rise in Bank Nifty and look at the fall. Bank Nifty sharply outperformed. That's a very healthy sign, which means टॉप आउट नहीं हुआ बैंक निफ्टी, बिकॉज ये सेगमेंट को फास्टर रिट्रेसमेंट अभी भी नहीं हुआ, विच ओपन्स द फैक्ट दैट द ओवरऑल मूवमेंट राइट नाउ इज साइडवेज, एंड टाइम साइकिल्स के बेसिस पे यू कैन डू इट एक्सट्रीमली वेल. So Pranita was asking how to plot, even Devesh was asking how to plot a cycle. So you have to go here on this icon, select cyclic lines and select a point, and then you can start plotting the cycle. So yeah, you can simply plot this kind of way. This is how cycles have to be plotted. It's a complete science, guys. I'm not telling you how to do it, what parameters to select. वो हमने already we will do that in the mentorship program. So I'm just showing you कि इस तरीके से आपको plot करना है. So there was question posted on traders forum, so I'm showing you that. And also I would like to also share across, there is a free week which we are running right now, and I want to you everyone to possibly make use of this free week on which is going on. Free week का मतलब क्या है? That okay, what is this thing? फ्री वीक है फॉर द इक्विटी रिसर्च रिपोर्ट. मैंने एक वीडियो पब्लिश किया हुआ है ऑलरेडी. इट्स अवेलेबल ऑन द प्लेटफॉर्म ऑन यूट्यूब @KYALASHISH. Guys, do ensure to click that subscribe button so that you get alerts of these kind of videos, and in that you can simply go down, scroll down, and there is a Republic Day offer also going on. You can click on that access free report banner. ये banner दिख रहा है आपको, वहां पे click करना है. As soon as you click, you will be diverted to a page where you can simply fill up the details. Once you do that, you will be able to access your free week report. So my library, I'm just very quickly sharing it across. And यहाँ पर equity का free research reports are available where you can get Nifty, Bank Nifty, elliottwave, cycles, and various stuff. So make use of this free report and ensure that you are able to do that. Also, very quickly, I want to talk about is thanks Neha for sharing this across. Very quickly, I want to talk about the mentorship program which is starting in March 2022. This is the banner. You can click on this and you will be able to see various things that why this mentorship is going to be amazing, what you are going to see, how you are going to learn various aspects of. You are simply going to learn so many things. How to time the market is the key essence that I think we are going to focus. That's what we are focusing now, and we want to do that. So mentorship is something where that you will be learning in and out of everything I have gathered over the period of years. Complete hand holding will happen. You will be a part of Master of Cycles also program. You will be getting access to Master of Technical Analysis program. Also, you will get live event of option trading using technical analysis, live event of Master of Waves. We will trade, look at it together. We will have live trading sessions and discussions and all of those things. It's simply going to be amazing. Okay, so be a part of this. The early bird ends on 31st of Jan. You can access, you can get all the information from here on. And for any queries, my team can also help you out to set you up for the mentorship program. So just ensure you are here on time. And I think this is what I wanted to announce, and be a part of the Telegram and the Twitter handle. I posted so many charts today. You will simply love it. Any questions? Before taking the questions, I'm going to launch a very quick poll. Choose your path to financial freedom is what I want to pick up. Whether you want to learn the only option trading, which is option trading using technical analysis, or Master of Waves program, or you want to be a part of the elite group, which we call as mentorship on timing the market. Because mentorship is something I'm going to give everything, and you will be associated with me for lifetime. That's what I say. Uh, a quick brief. Faisal is asking about mentorship. So, see, mentorship is trading is not about technical analysis. Trading is about knowing various trade setups, knowing if you are disciplined enough, identifying the key time reversal areas, identifying the very minute, very hour when the markets can possibly reverse, and doing that. We will be also looking at risk management, money management, stock selection, and all of those things we are going to do. The and it's going to be about how to go and check what is your strategy to increase the accuracy. So it's not कि ये मेथड करना है कि वेव थियरी या टाइम साइकिल करेंगे खाली. It's about what is your trading personality. How good are you in creating that passive income? That is what we want to inculcate, right? अगर आपको पता है आपको मंथली इतना इनकम आप जनरेट कर पा रहे हो ऑप्शन राइटिंग के थ्रू, ठीक है, उसमें थोड़ा मार्जिन लगता है, बट ऑप्शन राइटिंग के थ्रू अगर आप कर पा रहे हो, इट्स going to make a lot and lot of difference. So because then you're not worried about your job, you're not worried about doing those things, but that requires some hand holding, and that's what we are going to do in this mentorship program. Devesh is saying thank you sir for plotting guidelines. See Devesh, I'm here to always help you out for this, whatever help you require. So we will do that together again in the revision session on Master of Waves. So don't worry, just practice whatever you are able to get it, and I'll answer all of your doubts there. Poonam is asking what's the fees for the mentorship program. Is 1,20,000 plus GST, which is happening. The fee is going to be 280 post 31st of Jan. So the early bird ends then, and that's where. So my colleague can share across the link for you to register for that program. So Neha, if you can please share that. And setting up a different parameters on Fibonacci retracement extension, we will do that. Okay, we will do that. What can we get the recorded video? This is live on YouTube, Vijay. Okay, and also during the mentorship program, we will meet, we will discuss market. During the days, we'll discuss, like I said, we discuss, I answered the questions on daily basis. We have those things happening. Yesterday, we were talking at 12 o'clock because the market demanded. So how to look at it, how not to lose money, how to make money, all of those things. We do that. How to use cyclical lines. I said ना, ठीक है चलो एक और बार देखते हैं. Time cycle होता क्या है? Do you? I think we are already over time. Do you want me to explain what is a time cycle? If you want, I can again go back. I don't mind speaking. I simply love talking to you all. Okay. So you want me to explain what is a cycle actually? ठीक है चलिए देखते हैं चार्ट पे. This is a This is a Twitter handle. I'm just checking where is the thing on. Okay, यहाँ पर है. Let me just reshare that across. Mentorship on timing the market is what I'm please call this as. Just a second. Okay, we will come here. Okay, just give me a second. I'm ending this poll. I'm assuming you might have already done that, and just ending the poll now. Why timing is so important? Okay, that is what I want to tell you. What is timing actually? What is the essence of timing? Say for example, if you're looking at this market, this is Nifty. It's all over the place. It's like sharply on the upside, sharply on the downside. And I'm not saying it's an, if you are placed on the right side of the trend, you can make a very quick money. If you are placed on the wrong side of the trend, you can equally lose fast. The aim of the game is, when you are in this, are you able to be at the end of the year, are you able to sustainably, consistently make money? That's the point. इसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि आपके 10 trades में से 10 trades success होंगे. The aim is, and you have to give that time. It's not that you trade only for a month and you say, okay, it's not working. No, it might not work for a month, but next month can be fabulous, right? So in a year, you need to give 6 months at least, or 3 to 6 months, I would say. Is it working or not? To check if it is working or not in true sense, it has to be 3 to 6 months. होता क्या है, आपने 2 ट्रेड लिया, 2 ट्रेड नहीं चला, 3 ट्रेड नहीं चला, then you assume कि ये नहीं चलता है. नहीं, ऐसा नहीं है. You need to understand, 2-3 नहीं चला, but rest, if it works well and your accuracy is maintained around 70%, you will make a lot of money. That is how you have to do that. The question Srinivas is asking, probability to become, we can trade individually after attending mentorship. That's the entire aim, to ensure that you are able to trade independently. And we are connected on the Gurukul platform for lifetime. So could we challenge it even after 3 months? I am there. So that's what it is. So for example, I'm just giving an example right now. Suppose एक time cycle मैंने plot किया, which gives me a low here and approximately a low here, approximately a low here, and approximately a low here. This is just the cycle I'm assuming I have plotted. Okay? So I know this is the period, or this is the frame around which I should start looking for a buying opportunity. ऐसा नहीं कि buy करना है. I should be aware about buying opportunity. Okay? In this period zone which I just now told you. Okay? Now if you know that every specific 86 period markets में low बनने वाला है, don't you think that is the period where you will avoid shorting or you will look for buying opportunities? So for example, to yesterday, around that second half post that 12 p.m. till 2 p.m, that was a classic sign कि वहां पर low बनना चाहिए, and low बना भी. ठीक है? आज विप्सा हुआ, that is a different case. But look at this, it still did not close. Hourly candle still did not close below that low. That's a classic way of knowing. And if you know that, you can place yourself on the buy side, maybe yesterday, maybe today. That's how cycles will have to get that smiley, right? If you know this is a buy side, you will place. So cycle works brilliantly during an up move. It works tricky little during a down move, लेकिन still you can capitalize on it at times. कैसे? जैसे यहाँ पर ये cycle low था, we were observing, एक cycle low था, यहाँ से bounce back मिला, but then the low was broken. That indicates that the market is on the sell side because the cycles are not giving the desired bounce back. So cycle का मतलब क्या है? What is time? See, everything works as per time. Time is the essence for you to trade. Without time, prices cannot exist. If there is no time, there is no distance. Think about it. ये बहुत ही important concept है. Without time, price does not exist because there can't be distance, which means one point and one point will be the same point without time. So are you with me? Guys, if you want, you can invite your friends or family members. You can simply WhatsApp them the link of this webinar, because I am entering into the world of timings, and if you are available, I can talk about it, right? So that's what I'm doing that. So कैसे invite करना है? Here is the link. I'm sharing the link. Simply click on that link, and here is the link. Okay, I'm going to share it across. You can share it with your friends right now on the WhatsApp group if they want to learn about time being the essence of everything. Okay, even sign दिखा रहा है. Am I audible? Am I audible now? Okay, so my Mac is suggesting that my time is up actually. So
That's why it is stopped responding. So my time is up, it's suggesting. But okay, I'm always more towards time. So when I talk about time, I'm very passionate about it. तो यहाँ पर जैसे मैं बता रहा था, टाइम का मतलब है कि स्पेसिफिक डे, स्पेसिफिक आवर, स्पेसिफिक मिनट पे the market forms a low. Time is usually used to identify those lows, those low points. So time का मतलब है this specific hour there is a tendency of an upward move that can happen. There is a tendency, not necessity. Okay, it's that's what I'm trying to tell you. There is a tendency for an upward thrust to happen when you are in that time zone. So it is conducive to avoid selling in that time zone. It is conducive to look at prices if there is buying opportunity in that time zone. मैं वापस repeat कर रहा हूँ. So suppose if you want to possibly go out and do a shopping. Okay, I'm just giving a very rudimentary example. But you live in Canada and right now the temperature is negative 30 degrees, negative 30 degrees Celsius. The environment is not conducive. Even if you go out to shop and it's your passion to shop, will you be able to do that easily? No. You might want to, there will be a lot of opposition. You might want to do it, you want to buy this, but you will say, nahi yaar, it's too cold, let me get out. You will do that. That's how it happens. Let's talk about cricket. If you are a cricket player and the pitch is not good, right? The number of runs that you will be able to score will be comparatively less because the environment is not conducive. If the environment is not conducive, despite of you being one of the best batsmen, you will face challenges. Same thing happened with traders' life. Despite of the best of the environment, they are not able to make money is because they are not trading in sync with the time. So time के साथ sync करना trade is the most important aspect, and that is what I want to focus even on the mentorship. Because if you focus your trade with time, you will be able to get that conducive environment to trade. Okay. If you are not trading in sync with time, it indicates the chances or probability of you being right reduces, especially if you are an option trader. अगर आप option trade करते हो, and chances are very high that you might not be able to make money because you are not timing your trade. Suppose in the morning you did not buy, you shorted the market in the morning. You are just shorted it at 9:20 around this zone. Instead, if you would have waited until 9:45, don't you think it would have made a hell lot of difference to your trading decision? Waiting that 15 minutes would have changed your outlook. Waiting that 1 hour would have changed your complete outlook for the day. Waiting that 1 hour would have made your shorting trade into a buying trade, which would have resulted into a profitable trade. So that's what I'm trying to say. So time is, it tells that this is the zone, this is the zone, and that's the zone from where market should reverse. The market should reverse. The zone from where markets can reverse. Zone from where markets can reverse. Now these zones are equally placed. So if you have this zone on the budget day also, don't you think, with a lunar cycle, with a smaller cycle, now you know at what time you need to buy. And there's the confusion, oblique trades that ये pattern fail हो गया तो होता है बहुत बार. You are trading a pattern and that pattern fails. But if you know how to trade with time, in time, and get out before time, don't you think that's what is required? So trend kitna मिले? What I'm saying is, forget about how much you will make. If you can get in time and get out in time, that's the whole story. How much you will make, let market decide. So make yourself conducive, make yourself available. If that is happening, if you are available to this, it will flourish. You will do exceptionally well as a trader. So make yourself available to time, and that's the entire nature, entire existence happens on time. Okay. Nitesh Patak is saying, I've traded Maruti at 8400, call at 35, square off at 200. Fantastic, Nitesh. That's brilliant, right? From the BMW program. So the entire essence of time, abhi to filhal we are running out of time. So the entire essence of time is you should ensure that you do not trade against it. Make that as a biggest tool for trading, especially options, futures, and see the difference. I can commit you, your trade setup will be skyrocket high if you are trading along with time. I'm not saying without time you can't trade. Everyone makes money without time also, but it will make a lot of difference. Plus risk management, plus price action. Those nuggets, if you can combine together, will make a huge difference. So that is what I wanted to say. Much detailed discussion on time. We will try and do that. We will do that. StockX is asking how much is the course fees. I think why don't you share across the link? Yeah, we have that entire with the course fees and everything. So fees for mentorship is 1,20,000 plus GST. You can simply register from there. So yeah, not this link. There is a link on which the pricing is mentioned. So if you can share that one. Okay. Fantastic. Even if it has a BMW of the previous time, it's okay. I mean, you can share. The mentorship is updated, I suppose. Firdaus is asking, in a downtrending market, how should one trade looking at time? Okay. So in a downtrending market, if you're looking at a time and say this is the cycle low. With this cycle low, you need to get a move on the upside. Okay. But that level did not break. So the price did not confirm with the time. So I'm not saying you will buy. You will wait. Okay. You will wait. Now, if the low gets taken out, okay, then you want to sell because the cycle has turned on the downside. Low gets taken out in this case with the close, not the previous day low, the cycle low when the cycle was due. So we need an hourly close below that to confirm it. So for example, the cycle was due to end at 2 p.m. yesterday, and check my tweet. I mentioned that, and 2 p.m. exactly at 2 p.m. it closed, and 140 points rally at from 2 p.m. 140 points up move. But the problem happened is just a whipsaw happened, but no hourly close below the cycle. Now that's the key. If no hourly close, cycle still did not turn on the sell side. It is still on the buy side, and so the up move. Is it clear? So you need to see the candle also very clearly. If you zoom in, you will be able to see the candle and you will be able to do that. Fantastic, guys. I think I have taken a lot of time. You might be bored with my talking and talking. So you just have to be over here. I think I've answered a lot of your questions. So this was especially for the mentees who were asking me to come online and guide them. So Firdaus, this is for you. And great trade, by the way, Firdaus and Vaibhav, you did fantastic. I mean, making 38,000 today and 10,000 today. Keep sharing that across. So keep sharing your trade setups also. I can share it across with everyone. So it's simply wonderful. And so many of you have cleared CMT level 2, CMT level 3. Sanjay, congratulations for doing that. I'm forgetting the name. One more person, I'm just forgetting the name. He also cleared level 2. It's simply congratulations to everyone. If mentorship is Mitesh, congratulations to you as well. Anshul, congratulations, a big congratulations to you as well. So these are all the mentees who have been clearing CMTs. So that's a fantastic sign. Thank you very much. And Nitesh Pathak is saying 7.24 lakhs he made in the swing trading. Fantastic, Nitesh. Do share across the snapshot. Tag it to me on Twitter at @Kalashish. Let the world knows you are trading so well. Okay, the link is shared across by my colleague. Thanks, Neha, for sharing it across. Fantastic. I'll share the app name on my Telegram channel. AK Trading Gurukul is the channel name. And do follow me on Twitter as well. Thank you, guys. Love talking to you today. Extended session, but I think it was worthwhile, right? Love talking yesterday to mentees at 1 p.m. Extended session, but I think it was worthwhile. So keep asking questions. That's what I love doing, answering all of you. Fantastic. Love you all. Thank you. Bye-bye. See you soon on the mentorship program. Thanks.